What's up guys, welcome into another video. My name is Schmuckles. Today we're going to be talking about the lawsuit that's keeping Jason Voorhees out of Dead by Daylight. There's been a ton of confusion and mixed information about this lawsuit. This video is going to tell you everything you need to know about the lawsuit and when Jason will be a possibility in Dead by Daylight. I have a chapter 20 killer predictions video coming out very soon. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you want to see that when it comes out. I also stream on Twitch on Wednesday and Sunday. The link is in the description below. In order to fully understand this lawsuit, we have to go back to 1980 when Paramount Pictures released Friday the 13th. This movie was directed by Sean S. Cunningham. Victor Miller was the writer and producer of the movie. His name's actually on the screenplay as the writer. The fight for the rights to Jason Voorhees is between these two people, Cunningham and Miller, and their production companies. According to the US copyright law, 35 years after a copyright is sold, one has the option to terminate the sale and have the copyright reverted back to them. And that's exactly what happened in the Friday the 13th lawsuit. 35 years after the movie was released, writer Victor Miller tried to get the rights to Jason Voorhees back. But when he did this, the director of the film, Sean S. Cunningham, submitted to the court that Miller was in fact only an employee at the time of the writing of the script and therefore never owned the copyright in the first place. At a trial, all the facts were heard and it was decided that Miller did own the initial copyright. It had appeared that Miller had fully won the rights back to Jason Voorhees. This was back in September of 2018. But then Cunningham appealed this decision and there was going to be a second court of appeals on February 13th, 2020. And this is where Larry Zerner comes into the picture. He's an American lawyer and an actor who actually appeared in the movie Friday the 13th Part 2. He was the owner of Jason's infamous hockey mask and he provided a lot of insights into this lawsuit. So in 2018, it looked like Victor Miller had gotten the rights back to Jason Voorhees. Cunningham then appealed. In 2020, there was supposed to be a Second Circuit Court of Appeals to decide who owns the rights to Jason Voorhees for once and for all. There were 3 judges that were supposed to decide this.
Your argument in the first case, which is Horror Inc. versus Miller, number 183123. We're sitting with our colleague, Judge Winter, who is available on the screen. Is that right?
I don't think I'm
just
on
by phone. I see. Pardon me. Okay. I hadn't quite understood. So, Judge Winter, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
But at the end of 2020, one of those 3 judges, Ralph K. Winter, passed away before a decision was made. So at that point, they had to reschedule the entire trial. As many of you know, Jason Voorhees appears in the Friday the 13th video game. This video game was released on May 26th of 2017, before Victor Miller had claimed rights to Jason Voorhees. So this video game was able to be made in 2017, but as soon as the rights were up in the air, all content for this game stopped. They even announced the end of content and talked about the lawsuit to all of the people who owned the game Friday the 13th. There will be no additional content added to Friday the 13th, the game. This includes Uber Jason, the Grendel map, Jason kill packs, clothing, emotes, and new counselors. Today the servers are still up for Friday the 13th, the game, but there hasn't been any new content to the game in 2.5 years. So this lawsuit between Cunningham and Miller still isn't over to this date. It was going to be decided at the end of 2020, but one of the judges passed away. And the lawyer Larry Zerner tweeted out about this on January 28th of this year. We're coming up on a year since the oral argument in the Friday the 13th case and still no decision. This is unusually long. Well, one of the 3 judges on the panel died in December after a long illness. As of right now, there's no date for the retrial. Apart from the judge passing away, the other possibility is that COVID delays have just kicked this out of priority. Court systems worldwide have had delays as a result of lockdown logistics, and it's increasingly difficult to predict timelines. We'll just wait and see what's next. The game director on Dead by Daylight, Matthew Cote, has openly admitted that he wants to see Jason Voorhees come to Dead by Daylight, but since the rights for him are up in the air right now, it's just not going to be possible. Dead by Daylight game director Matthew Cote said Jason has a standing invitation to the game and would be welcomed with open arms should the opportunity present itself. There's no way that Jason Voorhees can come to Dead by Daylight until this lawsuit is resolved. Like, he really shouldn't be in the discussion at all for the new killer. The new content for Friday the 13th, the video game, stopped 2 years ago because of this lawsuit. There's just no way he can be brought to Dead by Daylight right now because it's still very much up in the air who owns him. Even the video game who has Jason Voorhees in their game is not able to release new content on him. The last thing that Larry Zerner has said on January 28th of this year, as to when a decision in the case will come out, I have a feeling it's going to go on a good while longer. This is the last thing we have to go off of in the lawsuit. Jason probably will come to Dead by Daylight someday when this lawsuit is resolved, but nobody knows when that day is going to be. I do have a video coming out very soon on my predictions for the Chapter 20 killer, the 5-year anniversary killer. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you want to be notified when that comes out. That's going to do it for this video. Also, make sure to like this video if you did enjoy the content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.